I've been building this wraparound deck for what feels like forever now, but it is a big job for one person, especially with the massive job that it turned out being to install the ground screws. I had to install the ground screws by drilling pilot holes with different sized masonry bits into the ground, and then modify an auger bit to make it longer and drill out the holes for the ground screws, which I leveled and tightly screwed in. Then I installed over 40 posts into the ground screws and then 8-meter beams on top of the posts. I'll have to do the math, but I'm pretty sure this deck has more square meters than my house, and that's not including the rooftop deck that I built on top of the containers. So I'm at the stage now of getting all the joists installed, but it's not a quick job. There is hundreds to get in. I've got most of these back 2 rows in, so this row and this row, and then I've got most of those side rows in as well, except I haven't done the corners and I left a little space near the container doors for me to get the joists out and do my cutting. And I got up early today to start cutting because this week is going to be 40+ degree weather. I'm going to try get started as early as possible every single day to try beat the heat. This morning I was able to cut 1 entire row for the front row of the containers. I think that's 31 joists. I'm going to jump around the side now before it starts coming in hot around there. Try cut the entire other front row, and then I can hopefully move to the front and do welding. But I'm guessing it's going to be hot. Let's get around the side and let's get cutting. That's a lot of joists. That is my 2 front rows cut and placed. I'm exhausted from that. Wow, that is a lot of steel to carry. But I did get to test out the strength of my joists. I placed the entire 2 rows basically on those joists over there, and it held up great. It's pretty heavy. Definitely want to test it more, but that's a good start. Now it is time to get to welding. Unfortunately, there is not too much shade at the front here, so I'm just working out which line I want to start at. First I need to move the animals too, but I feel like it's probably better to start at the front row maybe. Let's get to welding. And little temperature update, it is hot. Hot, hot, hot. This is a hot job. All these joists are like at the front, which is usually in the sun most of the day. I tried to start over this side, which was kind of under a tree, but I mean, it's not really that great of shade. But I'm getting there. I'm gonna get a few more in and then time for a swim, I think. I am finishing up for the day. It is so hot. I'm gonna make sure the animals are all okay. And we're gonna go for a swim, I think. But I'm halfway through the front row and it's looking really good. Wow, this deck is taking me forever, but it's gonna be so worth it. And I'm sure the mill and timber, I'm sure that's gonna be a massive job because I have no idea what I'm doing. And that is also why jobs take a lot longer, because not only do I have to do them solo, but I've also never done them before. So it usually involves a lot of research, a lot of trial and error, and then actually doing the job. It's definitely not straightforward. It's definitely not easy, but it's gonna be 10 times more worth it. Boss lady! She has been standing at the door just like, to me like the whole time, like, come get me, what are you doing? Come on then, let's go. Oh, hello. Did I say you could come back over to the field? No. Where's Django?
These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. No place on earth I'd rather be. And I could try to just follow the swell, but I'll never find this anywhere.
Need to get an early start this morning because there is another heat wave coming through for the next 3 days. Hello, good morning. Which is crazy because right now I'm freezing and wearing a jumper. It's going to be really, really hot today, so about 40 degrees, and for the next 3 days getting up to 42 degrees. I do predict there'll be a fire ban put in place today, tomorrow and the next day as well, but usually they get put in place like when it's a bit hotter. So I'm going to try get as much done as possible on all this morning before it, 1, gets hot, and before 2, the fire ban gets in place. But yeah, the next few days are going to be very tough on the animals, I think. So I might have to figure out taking them somewhere or something as well. But let's get started. Wow, it is getting hot already. It is only 8 a.m. and it's about 30 degrees. So I'm keeping an eye on the fire watch, and I'm also trying to hurry and get in as many as possible before it gets hot. So let's get a move on. Okay, I still have 1, 2, 3 left to go at the front there, but the sun has taken over full on and the temperature is just rising. So I'm gonna try working this like tiny bit of shade that's at the front here before I lose that as well. I've just checked and there's been a fire ban announced from 11 till 6 today. So that means I have to stop. I'm thinking though I might come back out at 6 because that was really nice welding in the morning when it was nice and cool. It's not going to be cool, like it'll still be hot. Come back then and see if I can get a bit more done because I really wanted to get these 2 rows done today so that I only had that side left and my corner bits. But obviously I need to follow the fire bans. I've got them in place for a reason. It would be dangerous to weld now. So I'm gonna leave it for now and come back at 6 p.m. I will see you then. Okay, I'm back. It's 6 p.m. I've got probably an hour and a bit, maybe an hour of sunlight left. The sun's still pretty much on this spot, which kind of sucks because it's really hot, but I mean, what can I do? I'm just gonna try get in as many as possible because it's gonna be even hotter tomorrow. The sun is almost gone and I need to go put the animals to bed and go water the plants. Now let's see what temperature it is tomorrow. The temperature ended up being a roaring 42 degrees and a total harvest and vehicle fire ban was put in place for most of the day. So I shut down the site and I took the crew on a big day trip instead to head to the coast and cool down by the seaside. I'm back at the homestead today. It was 42 degrees here yesterday. And so I packed up all the animals and I headed somewhere a bit cooler. And I mean, I can't do it every day, even though today is going to be just as hot almost. It's going to be 2 degrees less today. So I'm up and at it early. It's 5 a.m. and I want to get this gate finished and the door attached as well. Those container hooks that came off the latches, I'm going to use one of those for the door handle for the door, which is going to be very cute. But I am not going to make it yet because I can't do any welding because there's a fire ban today, obviously, with the temperature. I think what I'll do anyway is I'll weld it onto like a plate or something like that, like a metal plate. And then I can screw the plate into the door. I'm just going to attach the door to its hinges today. I did leave a bigger gap than I needed because I remember when I've made doors before with these logs, because the logs aren't 100% straight, it is hard for the door to close. So I've left it bigger so that I can put like, I'm thinking like just a long plank of wood or something like that in there, like a long post type thing, so that it's got something straight to latch onto. This old gate here already had some hinges on it, so I need to get them off because they're broken. And I'll pop the new hinges on and we'll try attach it to these trees here. These gates are massively heavy though, massively. But also I need to finish off the car as well. So I need to sand back all the filler that I put in it and paint it.
Take my time, dear, just to keep you around here. Know what they say, you can't keep the clouds away, away, far away. Every day is a brand new day. All my life I've been searching for the right way to keep my head above the clouds, to keep myself from looking down. It's harder than you think to live our days in happiness, to worry about what happens next. It's harder than you think to. It's harder than life's moving faster. It's all just a game we play. I've been losing myself in every single way. At least I still have you. I've played all my cards and I'm all out of love. Put my money in the jackpot, but I guess it's falling through. At least I still have you.
It's already starting to heat up, but one gate is in. Oh, still got the latch down, but there we go. So yeah, it's got a little latch on there to keep it there. And then also it will connect here as well to the other one that I'm gonna put up. I just need to go get some more screws.
Searching for the right way to keep my head above the clouds, to keep myself from looking down. It's harder than you think to live our days in happiness, or worry about what happens next. It's harder than you think to be.
I just lifted my door up that I've made for the entrance because it fell over, and look, I found some little friends. If you don't like creepy crawlies, turn away. Can you spot the creepy crawlies? They blend in so well. They're really quite cute though, these guys. Hey. You're cute, hey?
Brand new day. All my
My gate is finished. Whee! It's so pretty. Absolutely love it. It's fit really well between those two trees. And they're both latched together. So you gotta pick that up. It's really weird because the slope on the property, so like this way is way further down than up here. So when it swings open, it's so much taller than the ground. Art, what can you do? It's just a gate on a tree. Done. Love it. All right, door time. So I grabbed some really weird hinges for the door. I have no idea why. They're like very strange. So give them a go because that's all I've got and hopefully it works. But I mean, I've got to put it on a log, which is definitely not a right angle.
Life's moving faster. It's all just a game we play.
It's one heavy door.
In every single way, at least I still have you. I've played all my cards, and I'm all out of luck. Put my money in the jackpot, but I guess it's falling through. At least I still have you. Every day is a brand new day. All my life I've been searching for the right way to keep my head above the clouds, to keep myself from looking down. It's harder than you think to live our days in happiness.
That's gonna be perfect. There we go. Whee! Peekaboo. It's 8 o'clock and it's already 33 degrees. Yay.
Brand new day. All my life I've been searching for the right way.
So I've been removing the rust off of this guy for a little while now, just on and off. So in the areas where the rust wasn't too bad, I just used a rust converter and that converts the rust straight away to like, just looks black. And then in the areas where it was really bad, I used a grinder and ground some away and used a rust converter and also patched it up as well. So now I'm at the point where I need to smooth over those patch ups and then I need to touch up the paint on all those areas where I removed the rust.
It's harder than you think to live our days in happiness, to worry about what happens next. It's harder than you think to. Life's moving faster. It's all just a game we play.
It's a really pretty bug. My zoom is not working great on my phone, but it's such a pretty color of like orange and yellow and green.
I've played all my cards, and I'm all out of luck. Put my money in the jackpot, but I guess it's falling through. At least I still have you.
Okay, I have just finished smoothing down all the little patch-up jobs that I did on the car. So I was ready to paint. Grabbed the paint can, read it, and it says that I have to do it between 15 to 30 degrees. It's 37 now, so that means I can't do it. Oh, boss lady's chasing something. I think she got her. I think it's a cricket. So yeah, that means I can't do it now, which really sucks because every time I work on the car, I have to like give it a wipe down and stuff. But what can I do? It's a heat wave. So instead, I think it is time for a much deserved swim and taking care of the animals. We need to prep for it to get even hotter. So that means lots of watermelon, lots of ice in the water, swims. I even dip boss lady in there as well. She hates it, but hey, she secretly loves it probably. And on the next day it's cool, I'll have to get to this then. Have an amazing week. I'll see you all next Sunday.